How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are attempting what I believe might be the impossible. We are taking down the Goku and Frieza stage with super bosses using the Phy ROSE. Now, I say this is impossible because I'm fairly certain that Rose, even on his best turn, can barely scratch the damage barrier on Goku Frieza. So we're going to see what we can do here. I'm doing this mostly just to show that, right, this guy is probably the most, next to AGL Vegeta, is probably the most overhated release of 2024. And so since, we've only just recently gotten Goku and Frieza stage on Global, I've been trying to test various units, and Goku Black is one of them. I have done a couple runs already, and I have found the win condition for this team, and honestly, it's, I'll say maybe 7 out of 10 times can set it up, right? It really depends on who 17 decides he wants to screw over by locking, so we'll see what happens, though. So here we go. We get the super on Rose. Should be pretty good since it's post-super. Believe it or not, this dude actually gets a ton of defense, even when he doesn't super. I think that's the thing a lot of people forget about Rose. Glorio kind of has the same thing going on, right? And I think that's kind of, I feel like Rose was the test for Glorio. And then I guess STR Gohan kind of does the same thing as well, right? Like, they still get that build whether they get the super attack or not. There we go. Okay, so we get the... Probably not going to get as much here on the friend, or actually, no, this is ours. So I believe this friend Rose that we have is 90%, so should be pretty good. We did bring the Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. Now, obviously, we have to be careful with how we utilize them. The Frieza 17 phase is probably going to be the most dangerous for them because, of course, the dodge canceling. But as long as we can maintain their orbs, they're fine. Obviously, we didn't get Goku Black, Fizz Goku Black early enough to create some rainbow orbs for us, and we weren't below the HP threshold for Broly Trio. So no orbs this turn, but that's fine. We were going to, regardless of whether we had the orbs or not, we were going to stick Broly in front because we need him to get his attack build up, because Broly is our key to victory here. Now, I know that's funny to say because you wouldn't typically want to run Broly on Rose's team, but you'll see the strategy we have at play here. All right, so who did we lock here? Ooh, well, no. Yeah, okay, no, actually, this is fine. Locking Cellmax works out the best, I think. So let's try to get... Okay, we'll take the 3 rainbow orbs here with Rose. Okay, perfect, right? So, we'll get that with Fizz, Goku Black. Now, it is a shame that, there's only one attack there. Getting Fizz Goku Black to get as built up as we can will be necessary because he can actually tank against Frieza and 17 post super, and tank Goku Frieza normals as well. There we go. All right, we get the super. There we go. All right, we get another super. Okay, so, all right, we're actually working pretty good this turn. So, likely, if we play our cards right, we will only be transforming one of the Roses. There we go. Oh, wow, really? We didn't proc. So, that is a key last super, and we did not proc the nullification. Though it doesn't matter, we do take double digits, so that's fine. And... I don't think we get well, we'll see what happens, but as long as we can maintain at least 7 to 10 orbs on Fizz Goku Black, we should be able to survive relatively easy through the Frieza 17 phase, where things are honestly, for this team, that's probably the most dangerous phase, because once we get to Goku Frieza, we have AGL Broly and we have AGL Jiren here to just do what they do. So let's see here. Let's go ahead. Let's transform this Rose and get some rainbow orbs, and that should, if it shifts the right orbs, we'll get the 7 for Broly, yeah. Oh, wow, really? 6, 6. Ah, it changed the wrong ones. Alright, we're going to have to bank on that 50% chance to dodge. And then we're going to let Broly get his attack stacks in. Again, him getting as much attacks as we can is going to be what's necessary. Alright, now it is a shame we're going to get all the... of course, we missed the dodge. Okay, well, we survived, and that is kind of all that matters. So, well, actually, no, that doesn't all that matters, because now we need to survive everything that Frieza and 17 are going to throw at us in the next phase, once Broly takes down 17 here. There we go. Alright, look at that. We are getting built up with that Broly. That's what we need. Perfect. And then we get an additional super. And as long as this crits, 17 is going down. Nope, nope, never mind. Alright, we gonna crit here? No, you know what? Actually, this is fine because this will allow a couple of attacks to get in on Rose, so that way the next time he shows up, he's got a little bit of attacks in him, so it'll be easier for him to hit his 5 and his 10 attacks. There we go. Well, we got 2 attacks. That's fine. We'll take that. All right. So now the trick. Oh, actually, it's no trick. We're fine, because, yeah, okay, we're good here. Alright, so because what's going to happen now is we can do this. Alright, and now we have a standby Jiren who is invulnerable and does not heal us up at all. Okay, so 9 key spheres with Fizz Goku Black should be good enough, and then the rainbow orbs here, right? So Goku is, as long as the super is not on Fizz Goku Black or Rose, we're fine. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble here. Oh, we do get the additional super. Okay, so for sure we're tanking the normals, but he did not super Jiren's. Oh. Okay, well, he didn't super Goku Black either, so that leaves Rose here. Ooh. Okay, we kind of need, like, all of our supers, and that's not it. Oh, we might be in trouble. Wow, Rose really went. We're just going to do 1 super today. There we go. Finally, we get another one. 14 million. Yeah, so for Rose to break the damage barrier in the next phase, as you can see, we're going to have to get, like, literally every single super, because 14 million, even with a crit, isn't going to be enough. Alright, so here's what we're going to do here. We do get the full key sphere change for Broly, Chilai, and Limo, which they could theoretically tank a normal if that one attack is going to be a normal here. But we're just going to go ahead and play it safe, because if there is a super here, we don't want it to be hitting Broly, Chilai, and well, actually, we don't want it hitting anybody. So we're just going to go ahead and do this and use Cellmax's active skill. You know, honestly, I would rather have not used it now and had it in the final phase, but is what it is. This is what we're going to have to do to get through here. There we go, we get an additional super. Okay, so between Broly and Cellmax, as long as Cellmax doesn't sell and decide to do 1 super, we should be able to get through this phase. There we go. Problem is, it is turn 6, so we are past his entrance turn, so I don't know. This is going to be a little rough here with the additional supers. It also doesn't help that... Have they done a super... Oh, well, okay. See, if they had done a super attack too, that also would have helped, but they decided they weren't going to super, so yeah. Okay, we get an additional normal. We get an additional normal. Where's that super? There it is, at the end. So we could have had a guaranteed additional super, but they decided to super. I have never met a boss that more consistently super slot 3 than Frieza and 17. I don't know what it is about them, but they are pretty consistent at super in slot 3. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, we got to keep Jiren in standby for another turn. Not what I wanted to do. But, I do. It is probably the only way we're going to get through this. So, 3 key spheres is enough to keep our invulnerability up. Let's just take the 4 here. And then there we go. 3 here with the Phy ROSE. Okay, give us an additional super. Yes, now. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, I mean, to be fair, we didn't get as much build-up in the previous phases as we wanted, so. There we go, there's 1. There's 2. Excellent. Alright, and that drives us into the final phase, where we do lose Rose's domain. And then we can, of course, pop the one that we need the most. So we do have our 7 key spheres here with Broly Trio. And then now let's pop that Broly domain. And we got this in the bag. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to grab this with Broly. And we're going to grab that with the Rose. So Rose can tank normals post-super on the Super Boss's team. There we go. Look at that. We dodge that crazy super. It's exactly what we need. I love them doing 0 damage. Alright, no damage there whatsoever. But now Broly's going to come out with 25 million and just go straight hammer on the Goku Frieza. No crit, that's not what I want. Okay, we do get an additional super for 18 million. There we go. And another. Perfect. 19 million. Ooh, this is such a good turn. Minus the no crit on that first super. There we go. We get another one. And another one for 19 million. Ooh, and we hit the 20. What a showing for Broly. Excellent. Oh, and he is just barely alive. Now, that is a shame because we could have killed him had we got that crit in the beginning. But, well, I guess the good news is we get to see Rose tank the normals here because he will. He can't tank the super, but the nice thing about Goku Frieza is that super's always in front, and you'd have to be silly to put him in front. That's a skill issue if you put him in front, right? You can't blame Rose for that one. Alright, yeah, so the thing about Rose, as I mentioned, whether we were transformed with his domain or not, unless we get all of his supers and we reach that 17, 18, 24 million with a crit, right? Like, we would have to get the 24 million, which is pretty much his peak, with a crit in order to deal damage to Goku Frieza because of the damage barrier. So he's not here in this phase for the damage. It's more about him escorting the team, or more like the team escorting him. Alright, excellent. So we didn't finish him, like I said. We do still have Jiren in standby. Alright, but I'm pretty sure Selmax can kill. And we have the Dokkan attack here, so you know what? Yeah, alright, we're going to stick... Yeah, we're going to grab this with Selmax. Selmax is going to get that Dokkan attack, and he's going to finish things up here. With the support from Goku Black for that Super Boss's support, this should be enough. And yeah, look at that. Still in... Now, because Goku Frieza was in standby, if we had taken Jiren out of standby... Or Goku Frieza are below 50%. If we had taken Jiren out of standby, we would have definitely lost here. So it's best just to keep him in standby and let him tank that, as he did. And then now with the Dokkan attack, Selmax can wrap things up. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we go. Super Bosses, Goku Black, Rose. The second, third, first? Let us know what you think. Most hated unit in Dokkan for 2024. There we go. Look at that. 51 million. You'll love to see it. Alrighty. So there you go. There is Phy ROSE versus the Goku Frieza stage. Honestly, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, I did run this quite a few times, and the win condition is very easy to set up. On multiple occasions, I have gotten to that final phase with Selmax's active skill with Jiren above 50% Goku Frieza, which is pretty much a guaranteed win. Like the win conditions are pretty easy to set up. It's just really based on who Goku Frieza decides to lock, right? I mean, honestly, I would say that if any unit can clear pretty much any event from the 9th anniversary meta, that puts it, you know, maybe not the best unit, but a good enough unit for the year that it released in. And Rose is no different. A little too much hate, in my opinion, but he does what he does. And honestly, on Super Bosses, he can be pretty fun. So guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what other units do you want to see us take down these final stages of the 9th anniversary meta before we jump on into the 10th here by the end of the week. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching and aloha.